Yeah, but it's in the past now. It's happened, you know. I get a chance to put that wrong right and clear up the controversy, you know. There's a lot of shit being talked about right now, but...
You must have a view of what level you're at now.
If you want my honest opinion, I
do.
think if my skill set, if you're talking about my ring IQ and what I display in the ring, I feel like I am the best in the world, but I haven't displayed the later rounds. That's all what I kind of want to get ticked off. So my next opponent or opponents this year, we're just looking at fights to kind of get me into that later round, because I feel like with Usyk, I feel like I've got a better skill set than him.
You know, I want to get my rematch and, you know, put the wrong right and, you know, God bless and just...
Dubois talks like a man ready to own the division, dropping lines like champions aren't born, they're built in the gym. But words are cheap when you're walking into a storm like Moses Itauma. Moses isn't just built, he's forged for nights like this. If Dubois thinks this is only about belts, he's misreading the danger.
Yeah, he's gonna talk some shit. He's gonna come back. So, you know, all of that, it's all good for the fight. But I need to show them that if he's gonna come back, he's gonna have to face me for all the belts. So that's my real priority right now, is getting all them belts and, you know, really stamping my authority on this division, on this era.
Daniel's crying robbery and hyping up body shot weaknesses like he's uncovered some secret weapon. But if that's his game plan against Moses, he's in for a brutal reality check. This isn't Usyk. Moses won't give him the time or space to even test the body. Dubois can say anyone who wants to come, but this is one invite he may regret.
I feel like they robbed me out of that.
Yeah, you feel like you're robbed from a victory?
Yeah, definitely.
Is it a weakness? Does he have a weakness to the body, Usyk? I hear people talking about it all the time. He still hasn't been beat, but
yeah.
Is there a weakness there?
There might be. I think he's been down a few times with body shots, so yeah, there's definitely...
Dubois calls this his redemption shot, vowing to take down someone bigger than Usyk to rebuild his name. But Moses Itauma fits that bill in the worst way possible. This isn't a clean slate, it's a canvas. Moses might paint red. Dubois wants to restore his reputation, but Moses isn't here to rebuild it. He's here to end it.
I'll get a chance to rectify that, you know, put that controversy to bed and, you know, wipe the set clean. So that's what I'm focused on now.
And Moses himself didn't hold back when asked about Dubois stepping up. He cut straight through the hype, questioning if Daniel even knows what he's doing in the ring. If Dubois couldn't handle Suik's shots, how will he survive Moses' power? This isn't banter, it's a warning. Step in that ring, and you're walking into punishment you've never felt before.
I don't even know. I'll go take my house to Daniel. What? Are you not entertained?
Frank Warren isn't mincing words. Moses can beat anyone. Usyk, Dubois, or whoever dares to stand across from him. He's proven he can go rounds, but he's also a ruthless finisher who folds world-class opponents. If the promoter's this confident, Dubois should be hearing alarm bells. Moses isn't hype. He's hungry, dangerous, and already hunting his next victim.
He's gone the distance once, but I'm talking about with somebody who doesn't fiddle around, somebody who actually would like to get him in the latter rounds and is capable of knocking people over. You know, he's a puncher, you've seen him do it, and he's done it with world-class fighters.
Andrew McCart nails it. Moses needs a test, whether it's Usyk, Dubois, or Dillian Whyte. But Moses isn't chasing names for clout. He's building a legacy, brick by brick, and every opponent is just another stone in his path. If Whyte's the stepping stone before Dubois, then so be it, because every round with a veteran only sharpens his weapons. And when that moment comes, when Dubois thinks he's got the upper hand, Moses will bring the same precision, patience, and punishing power he's been perfecting. For Dubois, this isn't just a test, it's the final exam. And the results? Written in blood and bruises.
I mean, I like the fight. The reason being is because Moses Itauma, we've been saying now, is that guy. He needs that test, he needs that step up. And I think Dillian Whyte is that guy. Dillian Whyte's probably found it hard now to get that big fight. He's probably said, I'll fight Moses Itauma if you give me X amount of money. And that's probably why this fight.
Moses Itauma isn't here to play. If he smashes Whyte, Dubois is next and easier. Doubt fuels him, mistakes feed him, and knockouts define him. Dubois brings noise, Moses brings silence. The only question, how brutal the ending looks.
Be included in that. I think he's very, very good, Moses Itauma. So some people might say he'll get rid of Dillian Whyte like he has the others. Maybe not. Maybe Dillian's too much for him at this stage, which is why it's a fight I want to see.
Whyte says he's got more power, more strategy, more experience. Every fighter says that until Moses lands legacy or pride, it won't matter. Moses won't just crack his chin, he'll break his will. And when the will goes, so does the fight.
There's a lot more punches than that, and I have a lot more punches than that. So, I'm not just focusing on one punch. I'm focusing more on strategy and get into the strategy position to learn what we're learning. It's a softball, so you can't just walk up to him and learn left hook and then the same like you do on other people. So you have to set it up and timing and stuff. So yeah, I've just been working more on that.
Beating Whyte isn't just a win, it's Moses' ticket to Dubois. Promoters know it, Simon Jordan knows it, handle Dillian, and Moses steps in sharper, harder, and proven. Then Dubois isn't a question, he's a countdown, and the edge. All Moses.
I think it's a great fight, but it'll be fascinating to see how Moses goes against Dillian. I don't think they put him in against Dillian Whyte if they think there's real jeopardy for them. I think they might get a few rounds and get asked a few more questions than possibly they've been asked by Marius Wack and Dempsey McKean. But I don't think they think much more than that. And I'm surprised at Dillian taking the fight.
Fury calls Moses a sponge, the highest praise. He learns, adapts, evolves. Dubois relies on what he knows. Moses grows every round. When plan A fails, Dubois unravels. Moses doesn't. If the Gypsy King says it's easy work, believe it, he sees what's coming.
It's going to be interesting to see how much that Dillian Whyte has left. And could this be potential? I think it does have the potential to do what Martin McCauley did to Jared Anderson. Maybe it's too early, or maybe he passes with flying colours. And that's why you got to watch it and find out. But one thing I will say about Moses is he's a very good fighter, good little boxer, good puncher, and a lovely kid as well. It's like a sponge.
Dubois calls Moses and Whyte nothing. Big mistake. While he talks, Moses sharpens. Wars don't weaken real fighters, they forge them. Dubois will learn the hard way. Words don't land punches. Moses does. And when he does, Dubois hits the canvas.
Changing until that new star establishes himself. So we just wait and see, but it's exciting.
What do you make of Itauma versus Dillian Whyte?
It's a good fight. Dillian likes to fight. He'll have to tear up.
Yeah.
You can't test this man's cojones. He'll fight anybody and everybody. So with Dillian doing that, you think, what? It's a good fight, good testing fight, and he might be game.
Fury says Moses is one of the best and calls Dubois 1-0. That's not hype, that's insight. Movement kills heavyweights, and Moses never stops. Dubois' flat feet won't survive the pace. Fury knows it. This won't be a fight, it'll be a dismantling.
I think he's one of the best of all time. I really do. I think he's one of the best heavyweights of all time. And his movement is so different. One of the things that was interesting, where they were talking about the fight, and AJ Tony Bellows was talking about when he fought him, and AJ was saying that when he fought him, it was the most exhausted he's ever been, because he's always moving. There's no rest with him.
Chisara warns Whyte, Moses is on fire. That's not hype, that's survival instinct. Every fight, Moses levels up. Whyte walks into a beating, Dubois into something worse. Ignore the warning, and it's not just a loss, it's a career broken.
I even phoned Dylan, like, Dylan, I don't know why you're taking this fight, because this kid is on fire right now. And he's getting better and better. It's not like he's going backwards, he's going forward. Moses is on fire, so we're just going to decide who's going to go to prison when Dylan gets battered badly.
This isn't speculation anymore, it's collision. Moses versus Dubois isn't just a fight, it's the future on the line. Moses young, fearless, evolving. Dubois power, pride, redemption. One proves he's unstoppable, the other saves his career. The question is simple, whose future survives?